it's about the decision to go back to mailing list. I'm fine with it, but I think something we need to do is we need to set a reason why we are going there. Otherwise, we will go. So we are going there for what? Really, the reason what? I didn't. Maybe I missed the reason. Sorry.
Thank you.
Yes. Okay. So on this, I think. So thank you, Daniel, for helping me here. So, but I think maybe we missed something at the beginning. So maybe we should have been told that this policy is just being presented for information.
No, that's not right. No, it's submitted before the period for taking decision.
Yes.
But we feel that within this 1 month, it's not discussed enough.
So then, so it looked like,
and this is the decision, by the way.
Oh, I follow your decision, Jandam. I follow your decision anyway. But no, but I want to say that from what you just said, this is another incentive to why we need to amend the PDP, because we are supposed to follow PDP. 4 weeks it can pass.
Well, during the 4 weeks, no sufficient discussion.
Then in this case, don't bring me to face. Say you are not qualified for face-to-face.
Yes.
Bring you to face.
Yes, but because the reason you gave, he said, is because of we don't have a lot of time to have this discussion. But if your law policy to come, this one is like almost 1 month, to come and we went and discussed and you send back to the mailing list, there is no objection. I think why are we a law policy and put on the agenda? We should maybe review the process. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. My name is Shehu Ojedeji, board member, but speaking on my personal behalf. I think it's clear we are in open mic section. I would encourage the authors or any other person that does not like the decision of the co-chairs to follow the PDP and try to probably follow the appeal process or do something about that. I think we should just move on to the open mic. And I also want to just say that our co-chairs are not gendarme. I don't know what that means, but I just heard that it means police. They are not supposed to be police. They are supposed to be volunteers of our community, which we have actually given a very difficult task. We are making their task very difficult. So let's also give them some encouragement by not calling them words that does not really describe their task as a co-chair. Thank you.
Next.
Okay, I just wanted to also contribute to the fact that yes, the proposal meets the timing requirement, but honestly, we're all busy, and sometimes you can submit within the time requirement and discussions are not very sufficient. And sometimes also, I would want to argue that this face-to-face also gives an opportunity for the authors to give their mind, the spirit behind the proposal. So it helps. So if the spirit is being given, then it provides an opportunity for further and enriched discussion. So I want to see, I want the authors to accept that in that faith, that is only for the purpose of improving the policy proposal that has been made, not as if that because we have proposed and it is 4 weeks and we should accept. No, sometimes the presence that the authors have to make, the presentation they have to make, helps in giving a better background, and contributions will be more enriched. Thank you.
Ernest, question for you. How many slides had James this morning in his set? 15, 20, more or less? Okay, I think there were something like 22, 23 possible problems in the policy manual, right? So I would like to insist again what I said this morning. Can I have 25 volunteers, each one to take care of one possible policy proposal, and I will help them. People that has not contributed until now with the policy process, under the condition that they start participating in the list. So we get 25 new participants in the list. Volunteer people, please, raise your hands. Nobody? Okay, 1, 2, no, new people. New people. Okay, so please, I am talking seriously. I am happily going to help you. So drop me an email, you have in my slides, my email, or catch me tomorrow or during the break, well, no more breaks, during the dinner tonight or whatever, and I am happy to help. We need urgently the slides in the mailing list. Tomorrow we can have at least 5 new policy proposals. We can work on that on site. It's very easy. Let's go for it. Thank you.
Hello.
Yes.
I'm going to surprise you now. I want to speak in English. I just want... I want community to make a round of applause for co-chairs because we know that their work is not easy for them. We know that. We push them to be there. And they should accept our fire again. So don't worry for that. If we shock you, just apologize. Okay? Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. I would like to make some few remarks about the way things are going. I really like the way we conducted the business of today, although there were some mild and gently push from here and there. You know, it is in the cordial atmosphere. I don't think that I don't believe that someone should think that he's too smart, he's wise, and then can find his way to insult somebody or impose on his will on someone. You know, English language, we all speak it. You insult me in a soft manner, I will hit you hard. As for that, trust me. For some time now, on our mailing list, things are quiet. Let's respect ourselves. That's very important. Now, they know some call me bazooka, bulldozer, sure. But if you bring yourself to me, I will not spare you. Another reason is, point is, you know, we are discussing on the mailing list. It shouldn't give you an opportunity to insult someone through a private email. I think, co-chairs, please, if it will be good, come out with a code of conduct for our mailing list, because what exists is more general. So please look at that, so that, you know, we are here, we should be happy, you go home. When you are leaving, you should start feeling homesick of this place. That's the way I see it. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Christian Bope, Chairman of AFRINIC. Well, speak of my own capacity if you want. But I think what is important here is, if I have to pass a message to the community, is we need to keep the spirit, because the way the PDP has worked today, I think, is a very good way. If we can maintain this cordial discussion, I think that one will be very good. That's my message to the committee. Thank you.
Yeah. My name is Caleb, and I'm an AFRINIC fellow this year. I speak for myself, and I think probably my community and the members of staff for giving some of the younger fellows the opportunity to learn in the community with this fellowship. It's been very rewarding, and we've learned some of the multi-stakeholder processes that allows policy to be brought to the community and how it is passed, and for the final call. And I'm pretty sure that some of the fellows are happy about this. We've learned a lot, and thank you very much. Ashante, Shukran, and whatever other thank you in any other language I can't remember. Thank you.
Madhvi, yes?
Remote participation. Willie Manga. To the community, can we reduce political issue and focus on technical matters? Can people focus on deployment of IPv6 instead? Whether people want to keep or use more IPv4 shall not be our main focus. There are many more matters to discuss, IRR, RPKI for instance, even if on some policies like IPv4 SL BIS are not perfect, accept it like that and move forward. And Owen through a Skype, so for the open mic, and I quote, I react with dismay that the resource review policy was seen to last call, despite the multiple sustained and addressed objections which continue to surround this proposal. I urge the co-chairs to reconsider the decision and return this proposal to the mailing list. I urge the authors to withdraw the proposal, as I do not believe the community will ever come to consensus around this. While I'm confident that we will apply the lessons learned from the last time, I think we can all agree that the appeal process this would create is an unnecessary burden for the community. Thank you.
Yes, please.
Hello again, everyone. I'm Ish from Mauritius. I repeat it again. I'm an AFRINIC fellow this year. And first of all, I would like to thank AFRINIC for the opportunity to move us from our country, bring us here, give us this platform to learn and to share. I know a few of the policy authors through their names on the mailing list. I've never had an image of their faces. Now I have. And I must say, seeing you all guys in action in Africa is great. I did not know, before coming here, I had once attended through remote participation. I did see some heated debates, but seeing it live in action, it's a great learning experience. So thank you, masters, and I would also like to thank Jody for the open offer that anyone who wishes to learn about writing policies, about learning how to draft these things, may contact him. Thank you, Jody. Thank you, everyone.
Yeah, the lady at the
Good
front,
evening.
you here. Go ahead.
Okay.
But you are the last one.
Okay, thank you.
Do you insist on that? Yeah. This side. Let's finish with the sides, and we'll finish you later.
Okay, good evening, everybody. I am Sophie Ngassa from Cameroon. I am an AFRINIC fellow. It has been a very exciting experience and my first time to participate in policy review and proposals. I want to thank AFRINIC very much for making it here today. And I also stand like a volunteer to give my own proposals on the policy. And I thank especially Jordi. He has really inspired me here today. Thank you.
Thank you. Insist, Alan?
Thank you very much. Yes. No. Okay, no, my question, I have a question on the same line.
No question, this open mic.
Sorry, no. It's SMO is confusing me. So I two points. One point, some people came to me and they were asking if it could be possible for AFRINIC to pay for the authors to come to meeting, because if we have a policy, the policy is addressing a problem, has been accepted by community, okay, knowing the circumstances is in this community. So I'm just putting this on things. So I'm not saying we should decide, okay, but
Only if they actively contribute in the list.
Okay, thank you. Then my second point is about this offer. Jody, I'm a bit concerned that your PDP Academy may create a problem. That already. So let have long list of policy here. Maybe we could do that, but when we come, we had maybe a side meeting for the PDP Academy. Okay, but don't let us have now and then the full PDP become PDP Academy. So thank you.
Thank you.
So Nitin again, at my
on my own name. So like it's the third time I'm participating in a AFRINIC meeting, and I wish to thank the co-chairs and as well as the policy authors. However, I think it's a challenge about the depletion of IPv4 and how the OIOs are coping for the transition of this issue. And sometimes it's rough, but I hope that we can move forward. So, AFRINIC en avant. Good. Thank you. Rob?
Oh, thank you very much. Nikweno retired. This morning, I heard from the staff update, I'll call it like that, that there were some inconsistencies in data, if I got it right. I'm putting it very generally, meaning some things reference some other organizations and so on. I think I recall hearing something like that. Now, these kind of data issues are actually what is begging for reviews, right? Because I heard staff saying that they may need some help to understand how to deal with these kind of problems. A good way, in my opinion, to increase, let's say, confidence in what we are doing will be to be very consistent throughout, to the hilt. And in fact, I heard that there were almost 4 different types of reviews going on. Okay? The first one is when you come for new allocation, you say you do some things. I also heard, I remember the lame delegation kind of reviews, right? They are reviews. I also heard of the abuse contact kind of, policy. That's a review, really. It's a review. And then we have the review policy proper. So the thing to do is to try and be consistent in a way across them all. If you can't have one that covers all of them, it may be in our interest to be consistent across. So for instance, if you want to freeze the person from modifying his things, his objects, then we would like to do the same across. Okay? If you want to be able to revoke completely, then it makes sense to be doing the same across. But if you begin to select and pick and so on, then the thing will become nightmare. So I'm just suggesting that this review thing should be viewed in a much broader sense, because it cleans up your data in a wide variety of ways, and it may be in our interest to be consistent across all of that. Thank you very much, and good job done.
My name is Mukam from Nanda Parbat. I've attended like 15 of these AFRINIC meetings. And I must say that in the recent years, I'd come to dread actually being in them. But I'm happy to say this one was amazing to watch. And so I want to thank the co-chairs and all of the people who participated. Right? It wasn't a dreadful experience for me. And so I want to thank everyone and wish you a wonderful evening, except those who have no plans to deploy IPv6. No good evening for you.
Ok, je vous remercie pour tous les efforts que vous êtes en train. C'est Chokri Bromdan de la Tunisie. Je vous remercie pour tous vos efforts.
I'd like to thank you for all the efforts you made and all the efforts that AFRINIC is deploying to help us revisit these policies and these proposals. Yet, I have a small question mark. When are we going to migrate from this mailing list to a more friendly platform that will allow us to better ensure the follow-up of these proposals? Because personally speaking, if there's anything that prevents me from asking questions or to interact with these proposals is the mailing list, where I have to go back 1 or month backward to consult the message of Mr. Serge, what he said and what does his proposal consist of. I think that the mailing list is not adequate anymore and is not conducive anymore to better interact and comment these policy proposals. Thank you.
Jordi, last comment.
Very, very quickly, I want to respond to the last speaker. We had just last month the same discussion in LACNIC, People were thinking mailing list is not the good way to do this, and the conclusion at the end was, please don't change it. Mailing list is the best way.
Okay, thank you. With that, we reach to the end of the policy day. Thank you very much for staying with us until this late time, and hope to see you in the next face-to-face meeting. But please be active in the mailing list during this period until the next meeting. Thank you very much.